You know, there's very little denying that we live in interesting times. Banditry is upon us, and big time too. Kaduna State Chief Executive Nasir El-Rufai said local security outfits and vigilantes do not possess the necessary firearms to fight bandits, adding that they are not good enough. Not good enough means, as far as Governor El-Rufai is concerned, local security networks can only provide local intelligence. They do not have the firearms to face these bandits. Now, Mayor, is the governor being realistic?
Yes,
or is he an alarmist?
Yeah, to some extent, I agree with him that the major duty of these local vigilantes is to provide intelligence. There's no doubt about that. And because the federal government is reluctant to approve for them to bear arms, it makes their job very difficult. But there are a lot that you can achieve even without the sophisticated firearms. Especially if you notice that the Governor Akeredolu has been on this tug of war with federal government to say, look, we need for our Amotekun to bear arms so that they'll be able to be more effective. And the federal government does not want to agree to that. But I understand if they say they don't want people to bear arms because it will be more or less like a state police. But Amotekun is very effective, especially in Ondo State. They are very effective. I've seen them made a lot of arrests. You understand? So
relevant arrests.
Yes, yes. They've arrested some bandits, they've arrested some people, some kidnappers and all that. And they can do more. Yes, they can be more effective if they bear arms. I agree with the governor on that. But to say that because they don't bear arms, they are not effective, I don't agree.
Jide, you must think differently.
No, it's not as if they don't bear arms. It's the category of weapons, the category of assault weapons,
and the sophisticated
that the bandits have that they don't have. Of course, the Amotekun, they use the gun, in some cases the pump action, you know, just like the vigilantes in Kaduna State. Government bought pump action rifles for them, which can also help in a way. Amotekun doesn't just go into the bush. You can see this is you know, they don't just go into the bush to arrest people with bare hands. They have weapons of their own. But Governor Akeredolu wants them to carry AK-47. He is looking at the weapons that the enemy has in stock, and he wants his own security outfit to be able to carry such caliber of weapons so that they'll be able to protect our people better. Amotekun, this governor is very determined to keep not just Ondo State safe, but the whole of the Southwest. Ondo State is the gateway to the north. And to that extent, you see that a lot of arrests have been made. Some people coming into the Southwest through Ondo State, they come in lorries, and some of them have weapons that they put at the base of those trucks. Many of them have been arrested like that, and those weapons confiscated. The good thing also is that Amotekun also has the power of prosecution.
Oh, really?
Yes, Amotekun in Ondo State. They amended the law to allow them to be able to prosecute. So Amotekun can do a lot more than the governor of Kaduna imagines.
Information and all
Not
that.
information gathering alone. Storming the forest to even arrest these people. They've done that a number of times. They've rescued kidnapped victims. And you and I know that you can't do this by simply using your bare hands.
Obviously.
They, beyond even gathering intelligence, they've also gone on patrols with the armed forces. We are saying, just like civilian JTF in Kaduna, in Borno State, they carry arms. But is the point that the governor of Kaduna is making is, look, these bandits have overrun military bases in the past. they've killed soldiers, they've ambushed soldiers, they've killed policemen. Therefore, the kind of weapons at their disposal, and I agree with him, like AA, the anti-aircraft batteries at their disposal, the rocket-propelled grenades, they also have. In fact, they have some light armored vehicles. You saw one video that went viral last year.
Contracts, yes.
You know?
Yeah.
So they've gone outside Nigeria, the shores of our country, to go and bring some of these weapons in illegally. So the governor is saying, such people, you cannot tame them. He's speaking from experience because vigilantes have been crushed mercilessly by bandits in Niger, in Kebbi, in Kaduna, even in Zamfara. But if we go back to the interview I had with the governor of Zamfara, he said the vigilante guys called Ensakai in Zamfara. He said bandits fear them. Because,
really?
yes, because they now went, they created their own weapon using vehicle plugs
Oh, really?
as bullets. Yes, fabricated locally. That when they fire it at bandits,
I hope you are
the
not
impact.
I hope you are not releasing.
No, he said it. He didn't say it off
record.
Off record. He said it in the interview. He said they fear them. You know, I was asking him about why he said people should defend themselves. He now said, no, that, look, this is what I'm saying. Let them even face some resistance. Not that everywhere they go, they will just overrun our people. So he said that weapon that the vigilantes made, using the plug as the bullet, that weapon, the bandits dread it because when it makes an impact on the human body, it shatters the human body. So these vigilantes, if they are encouraged, if they are provided with logistics, I'm sure they can help us reduce this drastically.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
and I think that's what the governor of Ondo State wants when he says, let us be able to buy. But I don't think that an AK-47 for vigilantes will help us. We already have proliferation of weapons already. So
Light arms, yeah.